You see it? You see there's no longer freaking scan lines everywhere? Truly, the jump from 480p to 1080p is outstanding. Because they really did upscale this to the best they could. Hello there, everybody, and welcome to part 2 of Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD. So now that we have a sword, we can now properly look for our loft wing, which is, well, behind a waterfall. Which means we'll be able to see a little bit more of Skyloft here today. Well, just a little bit more, because we don't really have that much to do around here, at least not yet. Trust me, you're going to be seeing a lot of Skyloft eventually, and I almost killed a kid. Kukiel. Hi, Link. This house belongs to Kukiel. Psst, by the way, that's me. I'm going to go play with my special friend today. It's going to be so much fun. I hope that special friend is good to you. Good to you, little kid. Heck yeah. There are a whole bunch of ways around Skyloft. You can take the Zoar path, obviously, to wherever it is you need to be. And, yeah, just once again, you'll be able to practice your swordsman skills using actual buttons. I might just change up my control scheme a little bit to, you know, the regular Joy-Cons, just in case. I mean, just in case I ever want to show the regular control scheme of this, because sometimes I miss it. Hello, Rasta. Never knew your name before. Look at this thing. Do you know how long this statue has been here? And it only has one eye, poor thing. You probably know this, but you can look around. And speaking of eyes, you can press up on the D-pad to look around. That is weird. Very, very weird. And yeah, you can basically see out into the distance here. Look at that. Once again, there's nothing stopping this Nintendo Switch from bringing out Zelda Skyward Sword's art style. Nothing. Because 1080p is a thing. Like, I get that this is basically a straight up, like, upscale of Skyward Sword. But, honestly, it really did need it. Because this art style, no matter what you think of it, is pretty cool. It's pretty cool for Zelda. The watercolor style of Skyward Sword is pretty great. There he is. There he is. Let us get him, shall we? So, bring in the caves. Here, we got keys. And enhanced echo effects that were not there in the original. I really don't understand why they felt the need to, I really don't understand why they felt the need to enhance the echo effects. Like, in the original, it wasn't really that, like, loud or anything. It was just, it was not as echoey. But, yeah. It just wasn't that, it just wasn't that way. It just wasn't that way. But, regardless of that, you'll find pretty pathetic enemies here. You'll find pretty pathetic enemies like those choo-choos and those keys. They're all easily dealt with one sword stroke. Like, those keys are, like, barely a threat to you. Barely a threat. And choo-choos only go down with one hit, so that's great. And probably the reason why you didn't find an item explanation right there is because of the sole fact that in hero mode, the collectible items from your save, except for the ones in the purple thingy, are carried over from your previous save file. But of course, I can always just bring up the item descriptions for you so they don't be redundant. Because in the original game, whenever Link picks up an item, whenever you boot up a save file, it'll act like it's your first time seeing it. And it's just like, oh god. Just like this right here. Like, of course we can excuse this because this is a treasure chest. But every single time you get a sort of collectible like that jelly blob that we just got, every single time you booted up the game again, once more it just tells you, hey, this is a jelly blob, blah, 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 and that item gets added to your inventory. Believe me, when I say there's a video out there that explains this so much more than absolutely necessary, but there it is right there. It just wastes a lot of time. It just wastes plenty of time. 1% of the time, but that's not the point. We got a monster claw. A claw dropped by some kind of flying foe. Try not to poke yourself with a sharp tip. Of course, I'll only offer up these explanations as we go along here. So, yeah, basically, in Skyward Sword HD, very thankfully, only the first time ever does an item you pick up get an explanation that you'd never picked up before. And whenever you save and boot up the game again, thank God, it doesn't do that anymore. So, once again, this is a remaster that helps with pacing. The pace is just so much better in Skyward Sword HD. Hey, Link. I was hoping I'd find you here. I heard you gone searching for your bird around the waterfall, so I thought I'd fly around to help you look. How's your search going? Any sign of your Loftwing? Oh, no. Well, let's not lose hope yet. There's a place up ahead that Goose and his gang are always hanging around. Maybe we'll find something there. Who? Who's that? Who's calling for me? Oh. Sorry, Link. I got distracted for a moment. Let's go. We actually have Zelda in our party. Look at this. That's cute, and we can talk with her. What are you waiting for, Link? Let's go get your Loftwing. Of course, she's there to remind you of your goal, but look at this. When in Zelda, except for Spirit Tracks and whatever else, can you find a Zelda game where Zelda walks around with you? Look, there he is. No doubt about it. That's your Loftwing, Link. Oh no, my dude. My dude. How are you, my dude? That's so cruel. They boarded him up there. Link, can you do something to get all those planks out of the way? Yes, and this is just to teach you that you can also use A to throw. This is also to teach you that you need to sometimes swing your sword in the proper direction. Like you need to swing horizontally in order to pluck this rope, and then vertically to pluck this one up. Or to cut that one up. I don't know what I mean by pluck, but there it is. We should hurry, Link. Now that your Loftwing is free, you should fly to the ceremony. But before you go, I have to ask you something. I heard this voice a few moments ago. Did you hear it too? It's been happening a lot lately. It's the strangest feeling. Almost like someone is calling out to me. Have you ever wondered why we're here and what's beneath the clouds? Some say that it's an empty, barren place, or even that there's nothing at all down below. I just have this feeling that they're wrong. Some of Father's old texts talk about a place called the Surface. The old tales describe a whole world under there, more vast than Skyloft. The thing is, no one's ever been down there to see it, and our loft wings won't be able to fly through the cloud barrier. But I can't help imagining the wild things that might be waiting below. Someday I want to see for myself. Oh, sorry, Link. You don't have time to talk. Let's get going. Look, your bird's waiting for you. Just leap off the edge and press down. Again, Link doesn't know what that is. Don't worry about falling. Your bird will catch you for sure this time. You have unlimited time to call your bird. We can just keep skydiving like this, but we might as well get a move on. And now you can actually fly like a human being, too. So, let's run through some bird basics. So, you can fly around your bird in any direction, and when it's headed upward, you'll lose speed, of course. When you want to speed up, direct your bird upward to gain altitude, then drop for a fast dive. So again and again, gain some altitude, and then dive down to speed up. Those are the basics of getting your bird to top speed. How's he handling? Do you think he's flying all right? I'm pretty sure he is. He's all good. So yes, rather than swinging your Wiimote from side to side and flapping your wings like a maniac, you're actually able to use the left stick in button-only controls to actually fly around your bird like a regular human being. So you can use, the right button on the D-pad to, to do the things. And you can press X to charge, which costs a wing. Basically, think of it just like a horse in Zelda, where, you speed up briefly, and then you have to regain some horse energy a little bit. And of course, you can always review your controls whenever you're doing something. Absolutely do not forget the basics, because you're going to be doing this a whole lot. And, well, I'll save that for later. Well, that's a huge relief. I don't know about you, Link, but your Loftwing feels like he's flying great. My father and the others are probably worried about your bird, so let's go give him the good news. Your Loftwing really is amazing, especially considering everything the poor guy has been through this morning. I'm going to fly back and tell Father what happened. Or you could just walk. Hey, it's the Chad! Well, if it isn't Link. Word around the plaza is that you found that dumb bird of yours. Well, that's just great. Because you and your dumb bird can't tell time, all the pre-race warm-ups me and the guys did were for nothing. Now I'm all stiff. We've been waiting forever for the race to start, and they delay it for you? I don't get it. The big flake gets special treatment? You're almost a man, and yet you can't seem to go anywhere without Zelda. I bet you can't even decide what to have for lunch on your own, huh? My mommy makes my lunch, actually. And don't think we haven't noticed the smug looks. Ooh, Zelda and I are best friends. We go everywhere together. Ugh! You think you're pretty suave, don't you? Well, don't you? Goose has been going on forever about how he's going to be the one to be with Zelda. He's really got his pompadour and a ruffle about her. I hate to break it to you, but today's the day I bust up this adorable fantasy land you're living in. Zelda's playing the role of the goddess at today's ceremony, and I'm gonna be the one to claim that sailcloth. When I heard she made it herself, man, no way was I gonna let some scrawny clown snatch that prize from me. Oh yes, that sailcloth, Zelda's sailcloth, will be mine. Oh man, I bet she was thinking about me when she was stitching it. Yep, I can see it now. First, I win the big race, and then Zelda and I finish the ceremony together on the statue. Just the two of us. It'll be our special moment alone. Nobody is stopping me and Zelda from having our moment. Oh, it's so real, I can see it. Oh yeah.
Groose! Psst, Groose! Behind you! Right behind you!
What? Can't you two see I'm in the middle of... Care to explain what you just meant by our special moment alone? Nothing big, really. Just... Link, yeah, I was just telling my buddy here how glad I was that he found his red bird of his. Boy, am I looking forward to a fair race. Anyhow, later, Zelda. Look for me during the race. I'll be the one pulling off all the dangerous moves.
Hey, Groose, wait up! Did you hear that guy? Fair race? Yeah, the chances of that happening are just about less than 0. Either way, don't let those fools get you down, Link. Just get out there and fly the best you can. I know you got these guys beat. And deep down, I think you do too.
Us alone.
Come on, Link. Just try to focus for once.
Hey!
The wing ceremony will now begin. Participating students, please assemble.
Looks like it's race time. Good luck, Link.
Hey!
Your attention, please. At last, we're ready to begin the wing ceremony. I was beginning to worry that we would have to proceed without Link, but luckily, that is no longer a concern. I'm glad that all of you could make it. Before we start, I'll explain the rules for today's competition. I have attached a small statuette to this bird, who I will then release to the skies. On my signal, dash from the starting line and dive off the ledge. Once you're in the air, mount your loft wing. Remember to call your bird promptly by pressing down on the D-pad once you dive off the ledge. Whoever catches the bird and claims the statuette will be this year's champion. Those are the rules. Simple enough, I should think. But do you need to hear them again? Again! Nope. Excellent. As you well know, today's champion will graduate to the next class, bringing him one step closer to knighthood. He will also receive a gift from the young woman chosen to play the role of the goddess in this year's ritual. Today is a special day for many reasons, but it is also the 25th anniversary of our fine institution. You know, they probably could have changed the text to say 35 since, Zelda's 35, but I'm not really too sure about that one. To celebrate this occasion, today's champion will receive his gift high atop the statue of the goddess. I hear the young woman performing the role of the goddess this year has crafted the gift herself. And as you all well know, the role of the goddess this year will be performed by the lovely Zelda. Let's see your finest flying out there to show me how hard you've been practicing. Also,
I want to see a good, clean flying. Anyone caught interfering with the other riders will answer to me. That goes double for you, Groose!
Hey!
All right, gentlemen, line up. At my command, the competition will begin. Go! I don't know why it is about, I don't know what it is about, you know, for others only making it to knighthood, potentially, but, you know, I guess we can't have everything we ever want to hear. My right eye, it just... Alright, so this race is simple enough. All you really need to do is just to get to the golden bird first. And there we go. Hey! Don't you know this is my day to get all the glory? I'll be sure to tell that to the teachers. And now Colin will start hurling eggs at you, but again, there's no real concern. You don't lose any hearts from it, thankfully. So, just remember to catch the bird before, you know, anyone else does, which, once again, you have no fear of actually losing. So, when you're close to it, press A to catch, and there you go. Very easy victory today. Don't worry, I'm fine. Great flying, Link. Congratulations. Now we better get on with the ceremony. Wait a minute, what about the others? I'm pretty sure there were others in the class other than just Groose, Stritch, and Colin, I suppose, but, you know, whatever, it's fine. Nobody cares about them anyway. Link, hand me this bird statuette you grabbed in the race. I must offer it to the goddess. Great goddess, guiding light and protector of our people, grant us your blessing and mercy as I act in your stead during the ceremony. Valiant youth who grasp victory in the celebration of the bird folks, in accordance with the old ways, I now bestow the blessings of the goddess upon you. The blessings of the goddess drift down from the heavens aloft a sail, which I now pass on to you. The sailcloth! An important item. Now you can jump from any height without fear of a painful landing. It smells nice too. Link, quit goofing. This is supposed to be a sacred ritual, remember? You know, they say that the goddess gave the sailcloth to her chosen hero long ago. Of course, you're the one you're holding isn't the same one. I've been working hard to finish making the sailcloth in time to give it to today's champion. I'm really glad I got to give it to you, Link. Make sure you take good care of it, okay? Thanks for making it up here to do this for me today like you promised, Link. God, I love them. Now we should really finish up this ritual. You do know what happens at the end, right?
No.
Really? Huh. I really thought you would have figured it out by now. You have to jump up the statue. Look down. See that big round design on the courtyard below? To finish the ceremony, you need to drop right down to the center of it. Leave off the edge here. Right before you hit the ground, press ZR to open up the sailcloth. Just how brave are you? If you're really fearless, then you just wait until the last second to use the sailcloth. So, ready to jump? Or maybe if you stop pushing me off, then maybe I'd be ready. And I'm like, oh God, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Well, he failed. Oh boy, I see you messed up your landing. Remember, once you dive off the edge, remember to control the angle of your fall by tilting your body. I bet you're ready to try again, aren't you? I won't push you this time, so take the leap when you're ready. This is canon. This is canon. Like, Link was not ready for that. So, you know, just be ready. And there it is. That was perfect! Maybe. You're amazing, Link! You know, Link, seeing as how you won today, and with the weather being so nice, you think maybe you'd like to, you know, fly around in the clouds together? Link! Hey, Link! Today was amazing! Watching you win the race and performing the ritual together, I'll always remember this. It really was wonderful. You know, Link, there's something I've been meaning to talk to you about. When your loft wing carried you back, you were limp and unconscious. I feared the worst. Fortunately, you don't appear to have any serious injuries.
For that much, we can be grateful. But, Link, where's Zelda? She was with you, was she not? What's happened to my daughter? A black tornado, you say? That was no ordinary storm. You mustn't push yourself. You're still recovering. Tell me, when you saw Zelda today, did anything about her seem off? I see. She was talking about the surface then. And you've been having dreams about a great mission. How interesting. I'm sorry. I was lost in thought there for a moment. It's all very strange, but I doubt there's much of a connection between these things. I'm concerned for Zelda, but so long as she's with her Loftwing, I'm sure she'll be fine. Either way, daybreak has yet to arrive. It would be very difficult to spot one girl and her bird in the dark of night. It would also be very dangerous. Rest now, Link. Zelda's going to be fine. She's out there alive. I know it.